Hello, very good morning. Hope you're doing fine. It's such a joy to connect with you once again today on iLead Tax LLC Facebook and YouTube channel. Hello, I'm Nanda Kumar K V, founder and CEO of iLead Tax LLC and iLead Tax Academy. It's busy tax season time, and I'm seeing a lot of queries, on W-4. Especially people who are new hires or taxpayers, who are filing their tax returns and asking all different questions. They don't come to us during the year, but this is on behalf of every CPA or enrolled agent. I'm making this statement. They say customer is the king. What do you say? They say customer is the king. So if you are a king, you need a minister. And CPAs or enrolled agents are your ministers. They are the ones who can administer your finances better. Whatever it is, you should always have an expert in whatever you want to work on. We all need a coach, a trainer, an expert, a mentor in every area of our life. Why not have someone for your taxes? And if we are that, we are grateful to you. Fine. So today I wanted to talk to you on how to fill uh, 2021 form W-4. I've been seeing a lot of queries. It's the tax season time. 1040s or 1065s, 1120, 1120s, and or 1040 NRs also. Now 1040 SRs also. For senior citizens, we do it for free. Anyways, yeah. I see, a lot of questions coming in. Nanda, I'm not getting refund this time, or I'm getting estimated tax penalties on my tax return. How do I overcome this? And also whether you are an employee or whether you are an employer, or whether you are a payroll head, a finance head, HR head, or somebody in the US, or whether you are a CPA or an enrolled agent, or a student pursuing CPA or enrolled agent, or if you are somebody who has your loved ones in the US, I encourage you to watch this video, because the moment you join a company, once you complete all the formalities, it is very important that you fill this W-4 information properly. So today, I wanted to talk to you on what this W-4 is, and how it is done, and all the things. So please stay tuned, and I encourage you to please like, share, and comment. As you are watching this video. Yeah, I am happy to see on YouTube and Facebook. So thank you very much for being there. So please be with us, for the rest of the session. Fine. So I have titled this as how to fill, a 2021 form W-4. So part one, let's start with the basic information, about form W-4. What is a form W-4? Why to fill a form W-4? Okay, so let's see what's written. It's an employee's withholding certificate, so that the employer can withhold the correct amount of federal income taxes from the employee's pay for every pay period. Now, in India, at the start of the year, you need to give declaration to the employer, right? And the employer is supposed to withhold your TDS every month. The same thing happens in US. And in US, the way tax system works is you need to pay taxes for federal, you need to pay taxes for the state, and you need to pay taxes for the county also. City or county, the local taxes also. So in other words, you have federal taxes, you have state taxes, and local taxes. Of course, you have FICA taxes also, that is Social Security and Medicare taxes. Now you may be asking, Nanda, after paying so many taxes, what is left with us? So come to us and iLead will lead you. We will tell you, how you can maximize on your paycheck. Okay. And that's why our iPlan tax program is so popular and is widely recommended as employee tax program. Employee benefits program, among most of the corporates. So thanks to the HR finance heads and leaders who understand, the merit of this, at such a lower cost, you get all these things. Anyways, coming back to W-4, it's a withholding certificate, based on the information that is submitted by the taxpayer, by the employee. the employer starts withholding taxes. That is what it talks about, W4. And if less taxes are withheld during the year from each pay period, you may pay due at the end, plus you may owe estimated tax penalties for underpayment of taxes. I'm sure most of you must be knowing, I mean, how an entrepreneur or a small business owner or an independent contractor makes advanced tax payments in India or even in US, estimated tax payments. Similarly, the employee also is required to pay monthly, periodic federal tax payments. I mean, if he is working, I mean, if he is in employment, he needs to pay those taxes, every month. And if he is not giving those information properly to the employer who is actually paying the taxes on behalf of the employee, then he will be paying less taxes, and it will also result in estimated tax penalties for underpayment of taxes at the end of the tax year when he is filing the returns. So he will not only be owing taxes, but also there will be a little bit of estimated tax penalty also. So to avoid that, it is good you start planning your taxes right from the start of it. Now next one, if more taxes are withheld, chalo bhai, you don't care, and you say, okay, employer, no problem, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. By default, the employer will go with single, with no adjustments, benefits, credits, deductions, and exemptions. We call it as ABCDE: adjustments, benefits, credits, deductions, and exemptions. So employer will think, like, fine, he'll go ahead and deduct whatever it is, but more taxes will be withheld. Your paycheck will be less. Of course, you may be thinking, that yeah, I will get a refund, at that time. But why give, an interest-free loan to IRS to get the refund, when you are filing your tax return? If you have saved that money, and if you have a kid at home, why not, open a 529 plan? I mean, why not open an education savings account? I mean, put that chota amount, I mean, IRA also $6,000. So every month, you can put some $500. So it goes a long way in contributing to your children's education, your retirement, or also, HSA, FSA. There are so many other things, flexible spending account, health savings account, cafeteria plans with the employer, 401k. There are so many other things, that you can maximize on. Anyways, that's whole together, a different topic that we talk in iPlan. But today, let me stay restricted to W4. I'm tempted, when I'm talking on the tax planning thing. So I'll stay glued, to W4. So what is a W4? Why we fill a W4? We have understood. What are the different types of Form W4? There are basically 4 types of W4. Form W4 for employee wages, and then Form W4, that's a Spanish version. W4P, that's for pension and annuity payments. Then W4S for the employee sick pay. But the most common one is the first one, W4. W4, okay. Now, how does a Form W4 look like? This is how, a Form W4 looks like. So take a look at this W4. Next, when should a Form W4 be submitted? Okay, anyways, if you want to get a hold of, that W4 thing, just go to Google and you will be able to get that. Okay, this is how it looks like. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Jai Google and type Form W4. Select the 2021 W4. Okay, and you will get it. Fine. So from 2020, a new W4 was launched. So the W4 earlier, used to have all the allowances and all. Now it's completely different. Now it has changed. Okay. Now people who are in payroll taxes, or people who have been in the US for a very long time, they must be aware of all these things. But let's see, when should a Form W4 be submitted? So effective Jan 1st, 2020, a new Form W4 has come into picture, and the same must be submitted. And any new hired employees, so if you are new in a company, you need to submit a Form W4. So new employer cannot assume or visualize what is your W4 status and all. So it is important that you file a new W4 with your new employer. And then current employees who want to change their W4 information in 2021, submit a new Form W4 when there's a change in your employment or family or additional income like bonus or investment income like interest, dividend, capital gains, etc. No form needed if no changes in family finances, employment. Okay, so if there has been any change in the family finances or employment, so what do I mean by that? Family, you have a new addition to the family, yeah, Chintu, Bunty, Bubbly, or you got married, or your income increased, or you are expecting, some new income, or things like that, or if you have changed your employment, or you have taken up an additional job somewhere, uh, all those things. So you need to make sure that monthly, withholdings are higher. Now, when to submit a form W-4? A newly hired employee must submit the duly filled form W-4 before the first paycheck is provided by the employer. Very obvious. I mean, you need to submit, before you are due for the first paycheck. I mean, so ideally it is like 30 days. And employers are required to implement the new W-4 by the start of the first period ending on or after 30th day from the date they received it from the employee. So they need to implement it within 30 days, from the day they have received it from the employee. So let's take a look at this example. Mr. Shaurya gave a new W-4 to his employer on Jan 10th, 2021. Okay, fine. And he is paid twice a month. Okay, I mean, so it's like every 2 weeks. That is on 15th and 30th of each month. Now, the employer should set up the employee record, start paying him as per the new W-4 by Feb 15th. Is that clear, right? Because his first payment is due, Jan 10th, and then he's paid twice on 15th and 30th. Now, the employer should set up the employee record and then start paying him as per the new W-4 by Jan 15th of 2021. See, his first pay is due on Jan 15th, right? So from that day, within 30 days, he needs to fill this. Of course, the employer can do it, a little earlier too. And if employer does not get the W-4 within the due date, then employer is required to base withholding on the single filing status with no other adjustments. So that's what I'm saying. So if you are married, obviously, the standard deduction is higher, the benefits are higher, the tax liability will be lower. So if you're not selecting, the appropriate filing status there. So unlike in India, wherein, husband files a separate return, wife files a separate return. So if you are in US, you both can file, a joint tax return, and the benefits of using married filing joint as the filing status is awesome. Okay. Most of the cases, unless they are high income and then they file separately, that's a different story. But by default, filing a married filing jointly tax return is good for most of the average income taxpayers. Next. So what happens, when you use single filing status, when employer uses, you don't give the timely response to the employer. So what happens? The employer will use single filing status, though you are married and you have kids and all in the US, so you'll be using single filing status, and this will result in high tax cut. Your take home will be less. So fill your W-4 correctly to avoid getting lesser take home pay every pay period. Okay. If you have any questions, as you're watching this video, please ping in the comment section. I'll take it up at the end of the session. Now, should a form W-4 be submitted even if you owe no taxes? I mean, they may say that, hey, Nanda, I don't fall into the, the income tax limits or income brackets, or I don't have, any tax liability or something like that. Should I still submit a form W-4? The answer is yes, you got to submit. If both the following conditions are satisfied. What is that? First one, you have no federal tax liability in 2020. That is last year. Okay, this is for 2021 I'm talking about. Okay, 2021 I'm talking about. So the day when you're watching this video, make sure that it's the latest video. And if you still need any assistance, you see our contact details below, and our team will be eager to help you. Okay, more than happy to help you. Fine. So there are two conditions that needs to be satisfied here. One is you must have no federal tax liability in the last year, that is in 2020, and you expect to have no federal tax liability in the current year, that is 2021. And then you will have to write exempt on form W-4 in space below step 4C. So while you're watching this video, whether you're a student, whether you're an employee, or whether you're peer in the industry who is complimenting our work, I encourage you to please have a W-4 on your phone or iPad or laptop or a print or something like that, so that you can follow this W-4 thing, this video very easily. So why not go and download one. Next, complete just steps, steps 1A, 1B and 5, and no other steps for the tax year 2021. I'll walk you through each of this, okay? So you will surely enjoy this presentation, and then submit the form W-4 to your employer. So even if you owe no taxes, still you need to submit a W-4 to your employer, okay? And it's good for employer, to get that one. Next. I mean, some basic information, is what I've captured in part 1. Can employer, accept W-4 by email or phone? Can I take a picture of it and send him? Can I make a PDF of it and send him? I mean, what the law says is no. The only way an employer can accept a form W-4 is by employee completing and signing the form W-4 in person or by mail, means post. In person or by post. Of course, the employer can accept form W-4 information electronically through electronic systems that comply with the IRS guidelines. So if he has put in place, some W-4 IRS upload, W-4 submission tax softwares or something like that. Most of the companies, they must be having, their own portal, digital portal, so you can digitally sign and upload. That is okay. But otherwise, filling it in a PDF or something like that, then sending it by email and all, that's normally not preferred. So you need to sign it and then send it. Then employees cannot hold a flat percentage of fixed dollar amount. They must use IRS tax tables and withholding methods in IRS publication 15T. Okay, you can't tell employer that okay, my income is like $100,000. You withhold some 15% or 18% GST types. You say the employer, okay, go ahead and withhold 18%. I mean, that's not going to work. I mean, there has to be a ground, there has to be a basis on which these taxes must be withheld. So you got to use IRS tax tables, and I will show you in a while, how we have to use this IRS tax tables. And even, people who are in the US, was working in the US tax industry also, please make sure, that you guide a client on this W-4 also, even if you are a peer or a fellow tax professional watching this. I think we all, as tax professionals should create that awareness to plan their taxes, properly. I mean, filing the return is just ensuring compliance, but planning the return is, I think, that's the true practice merit, how we save the client's taxes. And for an individual, it starts, with W-4. And then employer may not help employee with the form W-4 calculation. However, employer can direct the employee to IRS withholding calculator to compute their federal tax withholdings per pay period. Anyways, all rules apart, you are always free to contact our office for a free W-4 assistance. So that was part 1. Okay, so part 1 was on basic information. Okay, I called it as basic information. Now we go to part 2, how to fill a form W-4. Okay, what you have been waiting for. Let's see. Let's take a case study because we have most of married taxpayers. Of course, we have students and single taxpayers also, but most of our tax returns are married taxpayers. Okay, so I've taken a case of a married couple, a taxpayer with $60,000 annual income, one job. Okay, in the year. Spouse earning 40,000 with one job. Hey Nanda, what are these incomes, man? We make in 6 digits, $250,000, $500,000. Wonderful. Okay, I have taken something very, very basic, so that it is very easy for everybody to understand, because I have right from students to the citizens. So I have different types of taxpayers. So on an average median, I have taken the married couple with 2 kids. Okay, so these are the case facts. They have no other income and they are paid every 2 weeks. 2 kids below 17 years. Okay, Chintu Bunty. Then no other dependents, and they have a IRA contribution, $6,000. They want to make IRA contribution this year, and then itemized deductions is $30,000. Okay, so this is the case study that we have as of now. And whenever you are preparing a W-4, start with the taxpayer who has the highest paying job. Okay, so let's start with the taxpayer. Okay, you will see all these different colors here. Let me just walk you through that. So step one, okay, you just observe it coolly. Yeah, is it visible? Yeah, nice. So step one, it says complete steps 1, 2, 3, and 4A in Form W4. Okay, please download a Form W4. Now, how to download a Form W4? Let me just show you. Okay, just go to Google. Okay, am I blocking you? Just a second. Just type Form W4 2021 and you will have this W4 up. Okay, here रहता है W4. This is how it looks like. Okay, take a look at this W4. This is how it looks like. Okay, so these are the tax tables here. Okay, you see these tax tables. I will walk you through all of this in a while, but a W4 basically looks like this. So employees withholding certificate. So step one. Just a second. Yeah. Step one, step two, step three, all these different steps. Okay, now let me just pull out this form. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see it? So if you see step one, let me take this thumbnails off. Yeah. Okay, see, I'm taking it up for the taxpayer. So let me call him as Ram Narayana. Okay, so that's his name. So fill his name, step one, do that. And then it says here, A, name, B is social security number, address, city, C, select the marital status here. For those of you, who are new to US, these are these 5 filing status here. So single or married filing separately. So you don't want to file jointly with your spouse, then you or you cannot file, then you go for MFS. Or if you're married, and you both agree to file the tax return jointly, go with married filing jointly. And someone who has lost, his dear spouse, then they use the qualifying widower qualifying widower status, for the first 2 years immediately following the year the spouse deceased. So let's say there is a taxpayer who lost, his wife in 2020. So for 2021 and 2022, that surviving taxpayer can use qualifying widower as the filing status. Okay, and then head of household is like badabai types. Okay, you take care of the family, and there are certain conditions that needs to be satisfied. But most commonly used statuses are single, married filing joint, or married filing separately. But I would say more than 80% of taxpayers prefer using single or married filing jointly only. Okay. No. So that was on step 1. Okay, am I clear on step 1? Yeah, fine. Now, that was step 1. Let's see step 2. Okay, I want you to go through the step 2 also. Is it visible or is it getting cut? Yeah. I'm just trying, a new way of presenting the things. So any feedback is welcome. So just let me know if I'm doing okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Now, see here, you got to read these instructions carefully. So it says, complete this step. Just a second. Let me just take this off. Okay. Now, here it says complete steps 2 to 4 only if they apply to you. Only if they apply to you. Okay, that piece you got to listen to it carefully. Otherwise, skip to step 5. Skip to step 5, see page 2 for more information on each step, who can claim. Okay, now our case, our taxpayer is married, both of them, they have their own jobs, okay, that they do. So let's see. So let's get to step 2. Okay, let's get to step 2. Complete this step if you hold more than one job at a time. No. Complete this step if you are married filing jointly and your spouse also works. Yes. Okay. See, in between ye or hai dekhiye. Okay, it is or. So complete this step if you hold more than one job. It means you have at least 2 jobs during the year, or if your spouse is also in employment. The correct amount of withholding depends on income earned from all of these jobs. Okay, and then next one, it says do only one of the following. Only one of the following. Okay, so what is that? Use the estimated use the estimator at so and so. Okay, irs.gov/w4 app for most accurate withholdings for this step. Okay, they say it is most accurate withholding, but any practitioner would prefer doing it manually, because doing manually is more accurate. So be with us in doing this piece. Okay, wait, dear friend. Yeah. Okay, fine. Now let's look at the options here. It says use the estimator at so and so, or use the multiple jobs worksheet on page 3 and enter the result in step 4C for roughly accurate withholdings. Okay, see, you should have patience to do all this. If you don't have patience, please call us, we will do it on your behalf. So this is one of the free assistance that we give to our clients. So welcome. And if you are a student, or if you are a new, enrolled agent or a CPA who needs more information on this, this is for you. Okay. If there are two, second one, okay, is B, use multiple jobs worksheet. So we will be using multiple jobs worksheet in our case, and then we will go to step 4C. Now C, it says if there are only 2 jobs total, you may check this box. Do the same on W4 for the other job. This option is accurate for jobs with similar pay. Otherwise, more tax than necessary may be withheld. Okay, so don't get into too technical. Just check this box. If there are only 2 jobs total, you may check this box. So we have 2 jobs, one for taxpayer, one for spouse. So just check that spouse. Check that box. Okay. Next, to be accurate, submit a 2021 form W4 for all other jobs. Right. You need to submit a 2021 W4 for all other jobs, and if you or your spouse have self-employment income, then use the estimator. Anyways, let's stick to our case. Taxpayer and spouse working, they have 2 kids, so let's see what needs to be done. Next, complete steps 3 to 4B on form W4 for only one of these jobs. Very important. Okay, if you are a student making notes, or if you are a new tax analyst, Very important. Complete steps 3 to 4B on Form W4 for only one of these jobs. So you should not do the same thing for spouse. Hello. You should not fill the same W4 in the same way like for your spouse. Okay. Leave those steps blank for other jobs. Okay. It means for when you're filling it up for spouse, leave that blank. Your withholding will be most accurate if you complete steps 3 to 4B on the W4 for highest paying job. So what does that mean indirectly? Do whatever I am saying only for the highest paying job, which is in our case for the taxpayer. Okay. Is step 2 clear? Go through step 2 once. So 1, it says married filing jointly and spouse also works. Okay. Do only one of the following. So what are we doing? We are going to do multiple jobs worksheet on page 3. That's it. Okay. And then check that box C. Okay. And then move to step 3. So let's go to step 3. Now, if your income will be 200,000 or less, then 400,000 or less, if married filing jointly, multiply the number of qualifying children under age 17 by 2,000. Okay. Because $2,000 is like child tax credit. That is understood. Okay. Now, of course, and it's assumed that, they have SSNs. Okay. So multiply that, you get, that 4,000 and any other credits. We are assuming, that there are no other dependents, uncle, auntie, brother, sister, koi bhi nahi hai. Only 2 kids are there. So 2,000 into 2, 4,000, you put it in the outer column. And then step 4A, okay. Other income, not from jobs, other income. Kuch hai kya? If you want tax withheld for other income you expect this year that won't have withholding, enter the amount of other income here. This may include interest, dividends and retirement income. So apne isme, in our case, there are no other incomes, that we are taking into consideration. Okay. So halt here. Okay. So let's go through this W4. Only one page, but you need a little, focus, little attention. Thoda pyar se karna aap isko. And I'm sure, you will love this. Okay. Right. So let me just walk you through. So 1 is the address. Okay. Address. Then that is step 1. Address and the filing status. That is step 1. And then you have step 2. Okay. That you need to select, the multiple jobs or, spouse works. You got to select that. And then step 3 is for the kids. So step 3, is for the kids, and the qualifying child, qualifying relative, to present it in a more technical way. And then step 4A. Okay. So we stop there. Fine. Let's come back. Let's come back to our presentation. Okay. So once you have done all that, make sure, your W4 looks like this for the taxpayer. Make sure, your W4 looks like this, for the taxpayer. Step 1. Yeah. Step 2. Step 3. Step 4. See, I am also a teacher. I teach US taxation, at iLead Tax Academy. So most of my clients are students. Outer column will be visible now. So I hope it is clear now. So most of them are my students. So they are not only homemakers, they are also tax breakers. So because a woman only, makes or breaks a home, I want them to break, taxes in their family. So so this is step 1. Okay. Next, step 2, complete multiple jobs worksheet in page 3 of form W4. Okay. Now let's do this here only. Okay. Let's do this here only. If you watch this carefully, it says, if you choose the option in step 2B on W4, okay, let me take you to that form only. Just a second. Let me just open that form. So we were here, okay. Is this visible now? Just bear with me for this little technical thing here and there. Let me just Ajay bhai. Yeah, right. Okay, I hope it is visible now. Yeah. Fine. So step 1, step 2, step 3, okay, step 4. Now we are coming to step 4. Okay, now step 4. Okay, don't look at this 4b and 4c, ignore that for now. Okay, what it is, even I don't know. Let's wait. Okay, until 4a, is it clear? Now once everything is done, step 5 is just sign marne ka hai. You just have to sign there, so there's nothing unique that we are going to do. So now, page 2 of W4, I have highlighted certain things. You can just pause it. I've already explained you that. You can just pause it and then watch it once this video is over. But I've explained you all these things. So I've highlighted it for the benefit of my students, and also some taxpayers who are new to US and all. Yeah. Next. Okay, thank you very much, Chaitanya Kishore. Hi to you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Fine. Now let's come to step 2b. Okay, it has little maths involved. Okay, so let's make sure that we crunch some numbers. Okay, chalo, let's take a look. Let's read it. Okay, have a little patience with me. You watch this one video for once, I'm sure you're going to help so many people fill the W4 forms and you're going to save their taxes. If you can't help somebody with money, I think you can at least help them save some money. What do you say? If you can't help somebody with money, I think you can certainly help save them some money. Do you know how effective W4 is? W4 planning is? Ask the person who has paid more taxes with estimated tax penalty. He will tell you. Anyways, chaliye. If you choose the option in step 2b on form W4, we did select, right? Complete this worksheet, which calculates the total extra tax for all jobs on only one form W4. So all this drama we have to do only for one W4, that is for our taxpayer. Okay. Withholding will be most accurate if you complete the worksheet and enter the result on form W4 for the highest paying job. Means in our case, it is the taxpayer. Now, if more than one job has annual wages of more than 120,000, or there are more than 3 jobs, then go with that online withholding calculator only. So if we have some clients who are like doing jumping jack in their career, job hopping and all, for good or bad reasons or their own reasons, just go and do the online withholding estimator. In a separate show, I'll take up how online withholding is done. But I love this, and this is very beneficial, for the clients. It takes a little time, but we are happy to do it, for you. So let's see. Let's look at 2 jobs. Okay. If you have 2 jobs, or you are married filing jointly, and you and your spouse each have 1 job, find the amount from the appropriate table on page 4. We are now on page 3. Okay, this is page 3 of W4. So we have to go to page 4. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So we have to get that amount, from page 4. Okay. How? Using the higher paying job row and the lower paying job column. Find the value at the intersection of the 2 household salaries and enter the value on line 1. Nanda, what is this? This is too much. You are making us do, so much, but I am literally saving you so much. So please be with me. I'm sure, this is a paid service actually, but I want to do it for free. And I'm sure, if you can please share it with at least 3 people and tag me, I'll be very happy. If you love this video, please tag iLead Tax LLC and I'll be very happy. That would be an honor for me. Now, let's look at the first one. Okay. How did we get this sum 3,290 number? Okay. What is the higher paying job? Taxpayer has a higher paying job. His salary is 60,000. His annual income is 60,000. And what's the lower paying job? Spouse has 40,000. Okay. So 60 and 40,000. Let's see. So let's go to step 4. Okay. Page 4. Okay. Here, this is page 4. It's in the same W4 form. You have it on page 4. This column reads as higher paying job, right? This one reads as lower paying job. Okay. Do you see me highlighting there? Yeah. Now select this. Okay, 40,000 is the lower paying job. Now when you say higher paying job, it is 60,000. Of course you can say, Nanda, why not take this? Up to you. Okay, but let's say 59,999 here, and then we take 39,999 there. The intersection point is 3,280. Okay, 3,280, that's the intersection point. So we take that 3,280 and then we come to step 2B, multiple jobs worksheet. Okay, 3,280. Now the second one, it says 3 jobs and all, so let's not get into that. It is not applicable. Our taxpayers, they have only 2 jobs, so not applicable, not applicable, not applicable. Okay, you can read the content there aram se. Now let's see line number 3 here in this multiple jobs worksheet. It says enter the number of pay periods per year for the highest paying job. This is for the highest paying job. Enter the number of pay periods. Okay, so if the job pays weekly, enter 52 because it is 52 weeks. And if they are paying every other week, it means every 2 weeks, then enter 26. And most commonly it will be 26 only. And if it is being paid monthly, then it is 12. Okay, so let's take 26 because most of them, they get paid every bi-weekly, once in every 2 weeks. Now divide the annual income on line 1 or line 2C by the number of pay periods on line 3. Okay, what is this? 3,280 by 26. So it is 126. That's all. So you got to take this amount and put it in step 4C of form W-4. Is that clear? Step 4C of form W-4. This 126. Clear? Now let's come back to our video. We have to do a little jumping Japan, okay, here and there. So once you have done that, this is how it looks like. Once you have done those calculations, this is how the step 2B looks like. Okay, this is on page 3, the first part. It looks like this. Is this clear to you? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, David Livingston. Hello. Hi, Madhivani. Hello. Hi, Shravanti. Hi, Rakesh. Hello, Moments Photography. Hello, Sarvana. Hello, Deepthi. Hi. Hello. Good to catch up with you. Fine. Then, step 4B. Okay. See, only for the first time, it will be little, you may feel it like a little complicated, but it's very, very easy, I tell you. Okay. Let's take a look here. Step 4B. Okay. Now, isme we need to complete 10,900. This one, how did you arrive? See, we have done until 4A. Now we have done 4C. Now we will come to 4B. See, that's how the W4 is made. So don't ask me, Nanda, don't you think, the 4B must be first done and then, 4C. Yeah, I'm also with you, but that's how, IRS has made the form. So we can't do anything. Fine. Chaliye. Let's go to page 3. Step 4B, deductions worksheet. Okay. Enter an estimate of 2021 itemized deductions. Wow, I love that. Yeah. Enter an estimate of 2021 itemized deductions. That is from Schedule A. How much is that? Okay. Schedule A is the itemized deduction worksheet. So that's the itemized deduction worksheet. Now, such deductions may include qualified home mortgage interest, charitable contribution, state and local taxes, up to $10,000 only. SALT, they call it as SALT. So that is up to $10,000 only. And then medical expenses in excess of 7.5% of your income. Okay. All that, calculations are done, and then we assume that it is 30,000. Okay. And then it is 30,000. Now, enter the, say if it is, standard deduction and all, you need not do, all this drama, but we have taken itemized deduction. So in case the person has home mortgage interest, he has done a lot of charity because last year it was pandemic and many people were generous to help one another. So if he has done something good, and he has receipts for that, so you can obviously claim that. So, and also in case his medical expenses are more than 7.5% of his annual income, which is adjusted gross income, after all that calculation, schedule A total is 30,000, let us say. Okay, put 30,000 there. Next, enter. The standard deductions have changed, for 2021. So it will be 25,100 for married filing jointly, 18,800 for head of household, and then 12,550 for single or MFS. Now, ours is a married filing joint situation. So let's take 25,100, and then step 3, it says subtract 2 from 1. So it is 4,900, and then it asks, enter an estimate of your student loan interest, deductible IRA contributions. I mean, these are all adjustments to income. Okay, so if there are anything, please enter, it says. So please go ahead and enter 6,000 there, because we have seen that, the IRA contributions are 6,000. So enter that. And then finally, step 5, add lines 3 and 4, enter it in step 4B of form W-4. Okay, so 10,500. 10,900, sorry. Okay, so take that 10,900, remember that, go to page 1 and enter 10,900. Done. That's all. Okay. That's all. I mean, that's all for the taxpayer. Okay, so don't get super excited. That's all for the taxpayer. Now let's check out for the spouse what needs to be done. Okay, so this is how the snapshot looks like once you have filled it. So please adjust it, with your client's income. So take it up. And step 5, sign it. There are ideally 4 steps actually. So step 1 is fill from, 1, 2, 3, 4A. Okay, that is step 1. Here, for the taxpayer. Then step 2, do that spouse, multiple jobs worksheet, because the spouse is working. Then 3 is the deduction worksheet, and then 4 is sign it. Your W-4 is ready, sign and date, and then submit to your employer. Okay, so there are 4 steps. Watch this video again, but I'm sure you will get a lot of insights. But if you still have anything to be told, let me know. I'll be happy to help you on that. Okay, now next, let's start with spouse W-4 now. Okay, now how should spouse be filling this W-4? Let's see. Now, because you have done all that, I'm not going much detail into spouse. So step 1 is complete. Okay, that just make sure that you complete that. Let's say that was Ram Narayana, so this one will be Sita Narayana. Okay, Sita Narayana, and then put the married filing jointly as the filing status, put that. And then step 2 we are not going to do, okay, because it says complete it only for one job. Okay, so we have done it already for our taxpayer there. So step 2 we are just going to check that box and leave. Step 3 also we have already taken it in the taxpayer information, so we are not going to do anything on step 3 also. Step 4 also we are not going to do anything. Other income, she doesn't have any other income. Deductions, taxpayer has already claimed. Extra withholding, we will see in a while, what needs to be done. Let me pull out her W-4. Spouse form W-4, yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, so this is for the spouse. Okay, is it clear to you? So 1, okay, just put the address and the status, then select this box, and step 3 not applicable. Okay, and then step 4, that's it. This is how it looks like. Okay, now Let's come to the next one. Step 4, your W-4 is ready. So we are not going to do anything there. Because why are we not going to do anything? Because if you see step 4, I mean, even here, the notes it says, complete steps 3 to 4B on Form W-4 for only one of these jobs. In another way, we put everything not applicable because that effort is already put, in the taxpayer side. We are not again breaking our heads, on this. Okay, so let's not get into that. So put everything not applicable, just fill the form and then get going. Next, sign it. W4 is ready, sign and date, and then submit to your employer. No multiple jobs worksheet, no deductions worksheet. Right. No multiple jobs worksheet, no deductions worksheet. That's a good news. Okay. And bingo, that's all. Your W4 task is done. Okay. Now go ahead and then submit to your employer. Okay. And if you're a student or a tax professional who is watching us, for more insights, I encourage you to please read this IRS publication 505. I'm sure it will be of great help to you. So please read that information. Okay, now for some of you, who do not know, I also train people on U.S. taxation. So especially people, as I told you, a while ago also, the women, can better manage the homes and better manage their finances. So I'll have to admit it because my wife is also watching this live show along with me. I'm just kidding. Anyways, if you are somebody, anybody, though it's put like that, whether you are a W4, I mean, even if you are a working taxpayer and you love, this taxes and all, and you're looking for any other extra additional income earning opportunity, I mean, we welcome you to learn, these taxes and all, advise people, and we can create, an income earning opportunity. How you can earn and be of use to the community and the society at large. Okay, so you can become a licensed tax expert and earn that extra additional income every month because we teach enrolled agent license training in a very unique way. As you're seeing it now, you can refer your family and friends, and if in case anybody enrolls, you get the USA personal tax filing for free. And it's a very easy examination to crack. There are only 3 papers in this, only one subject. So unlike CPA, where you study 4 subjects, here in EA you study only 3 papers. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this flyer. So you have these tax lectures with class notes, 150 plus hours. Then you get the MCQs, 2500 plus. Then you get the tax material. You get the revision class videos. Then the mock tests and all. 3 papers, and I keep coming live every Tuesday or Thursday to solve the questions. And we are the only one currently in the industry who offers real-time training also. I mean it's not just theory. We also teach real-time tax preparation. So if on a live show we are able to do so much, you can visualize how much we will be doing in a class. So how intensively we will be working that out. So please spread the word. Yeah, fine. And something about us, it's the only platform when you learn both theory and practicals. The reason why I'm saying is because many people I mean, how many unemployment compensations applications went up last year. uh, you have tried IT, why not try IT 2.0? Income tax. Income tax. Okay, so we are Elite Tax Academy, so you can just learn the taxes and learn the real-time tax preparation also. It can be additional source of income, a side hustle. And there's a lot of respect as a tax professional, because you get to advise clients on everyday day-to-day income, expenditure, investment activity, and recommend whatever is the tax saving vehicle or tax saving method. And people will look at you with a lot of respect when you're a CPA or a EA. I mean, and if you have a chashma, it just adds to you. Just kidding. Fine. Now I have some bonus learnings for you. Okay, I have some bonus learnings for you. Okay, W4 you have filled and you have submitted to the employer, but do you really know how much you would pay in federal tax withholdings? Take a moment. Tell me. Take a moment. I mean, completing W4 was good, but how much? I mean, if somebody is asking you, hey boy, मैं कितना पे कर रहा हूँ यार, how much am I paying? W4 तो तुमने भर दिया, but मेरा taxes कितना? I mean, how much am I paying in taxes? Do you have any idea? Unfortunately, the W4 doesn't tell this, so I wanted to give you additional learning. So part 1 was basic information about W4. Part 2 is how to fill a W4, and then part 3 is how much you would pay in federal tax withholdings. Okay, चलिए देखते हैं. And if you are a HR payroll head or a compensation head who is watching this video, you can see a lot of effort has been put into making this video, and it's a free thing that we are making it available. So while everybody else outside, I mean on the social media, is sharing it, as a leader, as a payroll head or a finance head or as a HR head, I very strongly urge you and appeal to you to please share it with your employees. It will definitely be of use to them, and it will ease your work also. Chaliye. For this, you got to look into publication 15T. So you got to go to Google and type IRS publication 15T. You will get the publication. Okay, you want me to go to Google and show you how this is done? Okay, fine. I'll be happy to do it for you. Wait. Okay, so this piece is done. Okay, the W4 thing, those 4 pages, this is done. Now we are going to, find IRS publication 15T. So just type IRS pub 15T. Yeah. Okay, you get the first one. Okay, this is how it looks like. So isme you have these 5 types of methods. Okay, percentage method, then wage bracket method for manual payroll systems for 2020 or later. Okay, so we have to select this one only, 2020 or later. This one is for 2019 or earlier, and this is percentage method table. So we are not using all these things. So wage bracket method is the most ideal one, and this is again 2019 or earlier. So don't get into all these things, just stick to this one and click this 7. Okay, you will get this worksheet here. Okay, for manual payroll forms systems with form W4 from 2020 or later. Okay, so this is the worksheet 2. Okay, which you have to fill, and I'll show you in a while how we fill this form. Are you enjoying the session? Okay, I hope I'm not boring you. But it's very important, you do it for one time. I mean, for the entire year, until there's a change in the family or finance or employment, you need not worry about this W4 thing. But no, you can't break your heads on all these things. Sign up for our iPlan tax program and we'll do it for free, and it doesn't cost you much. Okay, it just costs you $2 per month. Anyways. Go through the scrolling, okay, so that you get to see the different service offerings, the value that is provided by iLead Tax LLC. Okay, now these are the different methods that we have seen, but we will stick to the second one. Okay, wage bracket method, we'll stick there. Okay, and there are 4 steps. Nanda, what is this? Oh my god, there are 4 steps. Okay, even I don't like to see all these things. This is there, I have to tell you. So if you are a student, pause this, watch it later, but let me make life simple for you. Okay, so there are 4 steps to know what is going to be the taxes that is going to be withheld in each pay period. Okay, these are the 4 steps actually. First, you need to find the adjusted wage amount, and then find the tentative amount for withholding, and then there are certain formalities to be followed. So this is more technical, so let me quickly show you how it is done. वो worksheet याद है ना? Okay, चलिए. Let's find out for the taxpayer. Okay, अपने सर के लिए देखेंगे तो क्या है? What does it say? Adjust the taxpayer's wage amount. Okay, enter the taxpayer's total taxable wages this payroll period. तो कितना है? 60,000 by 26. Okay, his annual income is 60,000, so usko divided by 26. So per payroll period he is earning 2,308. Okay, so whatever is your annual income, please divide it by 26 if you are also paid every bi-weekly. So numbers will change based on your income. And next it says enter the number of pay period you have, just a second, with chashma people like me, you have to make sure that the size of the screen and all is bigger. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, enter the number of pay periods you have per year. Okay, every 2 weeks, so it is like 26. Then enter the amount from step 4A of the employee's form W-4. Step 4A, that is other income. Okay, other income, there is nothing, so please ignore that other income. And then next one, divide the amount on line 1C by the number of pay periods. So 0 by 26 is 0. Then add lines 1A and 1D. So 2308 plus 0 is 2308. And then enter the amount from step 4B of the employee's form W4, that is taxpayer W4, that is 10,900. Okay. We have seen that, how we arrived at that 10,900. I've shown you that. So put that amount here. And then it says again divide that 10,900, by the payroll periods. So it comes, so 10,900 by 26 is 419. Okay. And then finally, do that calculation, subtract 2308 from 419 from 2308, you get 1889. Little bit of maths, but trust me, it is going to save you so much money. Okay. And this is free, so aram se baithiye. So rather than playing all those crossword puzzles and all, spend time, prepare a proper W4 and submit to your employer. And if you prepare a proper W4, please get it reviewed by my team. We will be happy to share. We will be happy to experience the joy that this video has been helpful to you. Okay, yeah. Let's come to step 2. Figure the tentative withholding amount. Okay, it says use the amount on line 1H, okay, to look up the tentative amount to withhold the appropriate wage bracket table in the section for pay frequency, given the employee's filing status and whether the employee has checked the box in step 2 of W4. Yes, he has checked the box step in the step 2 of W4. Chota box he has checked, no. This is the tentative withholding amount. See page 12 of IRS, okay, 15T bi-weekly payroll period. Okay, that 96 something is saying. Okay, so let us see how it is done. Okay. Hello, hi, Joshua Kishore. Hello, hi to you. Fine. So let's figure out the tentative withholding amount here. So 96, okay, we will see, how that 96 comes. Let's remember, what we got in step 1. We got in step 1, 1889. Okay. So let's go to this form. Let's go to this 15T. Okay. यहाँ पे आ जाओ. He said where? Page 12, right? Okay. So let's go to page 12. And here you see this is for the married filing jointly. Okay, weekly payroll period. Okay, weekly payroll period. I think I have this saved. Just a second. Let me just pull out, because I have highlighted there for you. Oh, not this. Presenting in this way, it's completely different for me also. So I believe you're enjoying it. Okay, fine. So page 7. Now we have to go to 12. Okay, now if you see all these brackets, it says weekly payroll method, payroll period and all. So ignore this. Weekly payroll period nahi hai apna. Ours is like every other week or bi-weekly. Okay. No, this one. Where is that? No, not this one also. Bi-weekly payroll period. Okay, do you get this? Bi-weekly payroll period. So in this bi-weekly payroll period, you remember what was our amount? It was 1885. Okay, how much was that amount? Okay, see, I struggle with short-term memory loss at times. So Yeah, 1889. Okay, so let's have this in mind, 1889, and let's pull out this form 1889. Okay, and where is that? Yeah, this is bi-weekly payroll period. Okay, bi-weekly payroll period, and then 1889. Okay, you see this? यहाँ पे देखिए 1889 is between 1880 and 1900. Joshua Kishore, good. You're focusing. Okay, 1880 to 1900 is 1889. Okay, so we select 96 there, and that 96 is what we have entered. Here. Where is that? Yeah, step 2. Trust me, whatever this drama we are doing now, all this calculation, okay, it is definitely going to be worth it. Okay, so step 2, are you clear? Okay, step 1 clear, 1889. Okay, then step 2, 96. Okay, now let's see step 3, account for tax credits. Okay, we have seen, he has that Chintu and Bunty. So the $4,000, okay, that's taken from step 3 of employees form W-4. So you have the form W-4, and we have taken that 4,000 from there, so put it there. Then divide the amount on line 3A by the number of pay periods in line 1B, so which is like 4,000 by 26, it is 154. Okay, and then he says subtract 3B from 2A. Oh, you got to do this, man. Okay, so don't curse me for this. That's how things are. So 154, I mean, it says, subtract 3B from 2A. Okay, so what was 2A? 2A was 96, so 3B is 154. So 96 minus 154 is 58, is minus 58. Okay, so it says, enter, if 0 or less, enter 0. Okay, so enter 0. Step 3 clear with step 3. Yeah, fine. Now step 4, finally step 4. Okay, figure the final amount to be withheld. Enter the additional amount to withhold from step 4C of the employees form W-4. Okay, so we have seen this 126 earlier. Yes, we got this 126. वो आके यहाँ पे enter करो 126. Now add lines 3C and 4A. Okay, so 3C is 0, 4A is 126. So total is 126. Is this piece clear? Okay, so this is what is for the taxpayer. Pause it, watch it once again, and you will love it. I bet you on that. Okay, and if we have not connected on LinkedIn, you see my LinkedIn handle there. So let's get connected on LinkedIn also. Yeah, and please do like our Facebook page. Please give a like to our video if you like this work, and please share it. Okay, we have put so much effort in compiling this video for you, and this is a live video. Okay, it's not a recorded session. So now let's do it, for our madam. Okay, let's do it, for the spouse. Same calculation, it's going to be the same for her also. 40,000 by 26, then every 2 weeks it's 26, other income 0, 0 by 26, 0, 1538 plus 0, 1538. And in spouse W4, we don't see anything in 4B, like how we saw for the taxpayer. It's going to be 0. And then number of pay periods, 0 by 26, that's 0 again. And then adjusted wage amount, now here we need to figure that out. Okay, 1538 plus 0, that is going to be 1538. Okay, chaliye, so save that. Okay, Vaxni Pro. Okay, sure, going to save this video in YouTube library. Thank you very much. That's a compliment for me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, fine. Now let's go to step 2. Okay, step 1 is clear. Yeah, step 1 is clear. Now let's go to step 2. Figure the tentative withholding amount. Okay, so now we need to find it for the spouse. What is that 1538? Okay, so that 1538 का क्या है जरा देखते हैं एक बार. Okay, so let's go to that form once again. Okay, just like how we found that 1889 earlier, now we are going to find this number. Okay, so that 1538 is here. Okay, 1520 to 1540 के बीच में है, so that is 56. And this is also on page 12. bi-weekly payroll period, merit filing jointly, and then standard withholding column में जो है वही लेना है हमें. Okay, so we got to take that only. That's it. So enter 56 there. Okay, step 2 done. Then step 3, there's no much for step 3 and all. 0 and then 0 by 26 0 and then 56 minus 0 यहाँ पे positive है. Okay, earlier it came negative, so we entered 0, but for her it is positive, so 56 you enter there and enter the final amount to be withheld. Okay, step 4, 4C, we didn't enter anything for her, so it is 0. Step 4, the 4A is from 4C of W4. Okay, आराम से करना आप. Okay, so it is 0, and then add lines 3C and 4A. This is the amount to be withheld from employees' wages this pay period. Okay, so 56. Wow, amazing. Okay, so 56 is going to be withheld every pay period for spouse. Okay, and for the taxpayer it will be 126 for every pay period. This piece, is the cream actually. I mean, W4, anybody, with little effort, they'll be able to fill it. But this piece, is your per pay period. So if you are earning, 2,308 every pay period, so the TDS, the taxes that is going to be withheld every period is like 126. Okay, 126. And then for the spouse, it is going to be 56. Okay, good to see, Joshua Kishore, doing these calculations. Nice. Thank you for participating, Mr. Joshua Kishore and Chaitanya. Yeah. Okay, let's get into part 4. How about state form W4? We have seen for federal. Okay, I've made 3 parts to this video. Okay, just make notes of this, or you can just watch it every now and then. It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube, so please watch it. So now, is it going to be the same, Nanda, for the states? Now we have different states, but based on some I had to do a webinar in one of the very renowned companies. I can say that with the liberty I have, Infosys. Okay, so there I happen to present certain state W4 situations. So I'll just present the same thing for you also. Certain things that is basic that you need to know is each state has its own form W4 variant. Okay, each state has its own form, and you got to check with the appropriate state tax website to see the form W4 that is applicable to you, and then get W4 assistance for free as part of our monthly iPlan tax program. Contact our office for any queries if you reside or work in multiple states. See, you may be thinking, why I'm stressing so much on iPlan, because we don't charge fees for filing, because any client who has subscribed for iPlan, he gets the filing for free. Whatever the year. So if you have subscribed for a 2020 iPlan tax program, you get the 2020 tax return filing for free. So now we are in 2021. So for 2021 tax year, if you have subscribed for the iPlan tax filing program, you get the 2021 tax filing for free. Okay, and you don't pay anything additional. And I leave it to your research abilities to find out how much does it cost to file a tax return in the USA. But here, at that cost of $2 per month, which is like $24 per annum, you're getting planning and filing for free for federal, and the same applies for state also. Okay, so I leave it to you. Next, okay, let's take up some states I have come across, so I thought I'll just put it up here. The chocolate capital of USA, Pennsylvania. Okay, so individuals with gross taxable income more than $33 must file a PA income tax return, and PA has a flat rate of 3.07% on taxable income. Okay, there's no specific state tax withholding form for PA, and PA has reciprocal agreement with 6 states. Okay, so people who are doing tax returns and crunching numbers, I'm sure you know this all. Okay, with Indiana, Maryland, okay, New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, and then West Virginia. Okay, then the residents of these 6 states or those eligible for non-withholding must fill form Rev 419. Okay, Rev 419. So if you are looking for any help on state W4 also, please WhatsApp us. You see our WhatsApp number there, +1234 iLead. okay, which is nothing but +1 2 3 4 4 4 5 3 2 3. Okay, please save it in your WhatsApp so that you can watch our WhatsApp status also, and stay abreast of what is happening in the industry. And then file form Rev 419 with each new employer. And PA does not tax income of RA, I mean reciprocal agreement states. Okay, because reciprocal agreement, what it happens is, it grants full refund of the tax withholding in that particular state. So if he's a non-resident and taxes got withheld, he gets a full refund of taxes that got withheld at the time of filing the tax return. And then OSTC, which is like other state tax credit, can be applied if you get income or reside in any non-reciprocal agreement state. And PA may also be subject to local tax withholding, so just click that link to check. Anyways, just giving you a basic information, because my theme was on federal W-4, but again, I don't want you to miss out on the state form W-4 also. So don't assume that filing a federal W-4 is enough, because you need to file a state W-4 also, and with 50 states, of course 9 tax-free states, so you have 41 states wherein you will have to give a W-4 to the employer. So it has little calculation to do. And then the Grand Canyon state, Arizona, okay, the withholding form that needs to be submitted here in Arizona is form A4, and this form must be completed within 5 days of your employment. Okay, 5 days, not 30 days. And if employee fails to submit form A4, then employer must withhold flat 2.7% taxes. And then taxes are withheld on gross taxable wages, which is usually box 1 of federal form W2, and you must file this A4 to change your current withholdings amount. It may sound technical to you, but I'm sure if you have understood the federal W4, you must be able to fill the state W4 forms also at so much ease. And these are some steps to compute the Arizona withholdings, so you can just watch this and follow accordingly. And then the Tar Heel state, North Carolina, the Wright brothers state. Okay, here the NC tax rate is usually 5.25%, and 50% penalty is applicable if amount is not properly withheld by the employer. Okay, so and that penalty is charged to employee. Okay, so employer doesn't pay, employee has to pay. You the taxpayer has to pay. And then NC employees must file NC4 with their employer. I mean, that's the default form. And failure to file this form W4 NC4 will force employer to withhold taxes as single with 0 allowances. Okay, so don't get into all that thing. Okay, quick summary, learning of form W4. So we this video we have spread it into 4 parts, right? Basic information about form W4, that was the first part. Then second one, how to fill a form W4. Then third one, how much you would pay in federal tax withholdings. Second and third are my favorites. Okay, especially third is my favorite, because we know how much pay, withholdings must happen every paycheck. And then fourth one, how about a state form W4. Okay, fine. So let us know if you or your friends need any help on filling up the form W4, and the team will be happy to help. Okay, and here at iLead, we have enrolled agents, people who are qualified enrolled agents, who are chartered accountants, who are people who are pursuing enrolled agents. So you have proper licensed tax expert or people who are pursuing this program. Okay, so it will be in the right hands. And if you have still not filed your 2020 tax return, I encourage you to file your 2020 federal or state tax return at just $29.99, and you get a $10 cashback on every one referral. And if you are somebody who has to file FBAR, FATCA, ITIN, or local tax return, or Schedule A, D, or E also, that is each $19.99. And one of the things you must have noticed in the scrolling is that if you are able to recommend us on Facebook and LinkedIn, okay, you get that other services off. Okay, so you get that $20 off. Okay, if you are able to write a recommendation about our work and share it with people, you get one of those services for free. I mean, FBAR, FATCA, or ITIN, you get that for free. So please spread the word. Just an effort and just a compliment. Then 7 steps to complete the return. Visit our website, hit on the client login tab, and follow those instructions. If you are a new client, click sign up here, existing client sign in, and fill in that form. You will get an email. Please verify that. Once you verify your email, create a new ticket, open the ticket, and to prepare the tax return we need to have your basic information, that is tax organizer. So please fill the organizer. If you need any assistance, just WhatsApp or call our office. We'll be happy to help you. And click on My Documents tab, where you upload your W-2 and other tax documents. And you have a messaging tab also, wherein you can connect with our iPlan tax expert. And please allow us 24 to 48 hours, because now it's the busy tax season time. So give us a little time. Please be generous with us, and you get your free tax return draft. Honor our invoice if you're happy with it, and confirm for filing. Get a tax return copy and enjoy early tax refund. And also, I made a video last week on economic impact payments, okay, all about economic impact payments on the same channel, iLead Tax LLC. So if you need more information on that also, please take a look, and please share it with at least 3 people, okay, and let me know how you feel about our work. I'll be happy to know from you. And if you have a senior citizen who has to file the tax return, it will be free for them. Please spread the word. And this is about the iPlan tax program. So it's less than the cost of a McDonald's burger. So please subscribe to iPlan. There's so much value in this. If you are able to see this video, you must see how much effort we have put here. And we don't risk the competition, and we want people to know, because saving their taxes is our prime motive. Our students are also getting educated, and our clients are also saving their money. I think that's the best thing that I can do as an entrepreneur. So whether making our students licensed tax experts, or making our clients save their hard-earned money and invest it in the right place. So I think that's what that any tax professional would want to do. Okay, so I'm very grateful to that you're part of this vision. And if you have any questions on any of our service offerings, on the scrolling that you see here, please talk to our iPlan tax expert today. You have the contact details, 530 hi iLead, or +1 234 hi iLead, okay, which is 4445323. Okay, so please talk to them. And if you want me to make more tax videos on personal taxes, business taxes, payroll, anything to do with taxes, or you have any questions about EA also, let me know the tax topic that you're interested in. Even if you're a peer, just share me your insights. I'll be happy to work on that to make it better. And email me, WhatsApp, or message me on LinkedIn. So that's it for today. I think it was really nice, and you've been with me this long. I think you should give yourself a pat that you've been with me this long. Thank you very, very much. And if you liked our work, please give it a like, please share it, and please comment it, and please share it with at least 3 people. And if you find this on LinkedIn or Facebook, please share it. Yeah, thank you very much, because this W-4 is going to save so much money for the taxpayers. Many people, they're not aware of it, and they have a higher tax cut every month, or a lower tax cut every month, and then they end up paying estimated tax penalty or giving interest-free loan to the IRS. So I don't want that to happen. I mean, I feel it is my responsibility to present this knowledge to you, and it is up to you to leverage this learning that is made available to you. Okay, so thank you very much for being with us today, and please do subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next week. Yeah, take care. Good day. Bye bye.